Hey guys, it's Kel. Welcome back to my channel. I apologize if it's echoey and I'm like sitting right next to the AC, so I'm really trying to talk so that you guys can't hear the AC. And I don't have any furniture in here, so it's pretty echoey. Oh my god, I feel so strange like being in front of the camera again. Oh my god. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, my first video back on YouTube. It feels very surreal just because I've been planning this video for so long. And like putting it off and putting it off. So I really appreciate you guys clicking on this video and watching it. I really appreciate it because, you know, honey, we back. And so excuse me if I'm like laughy and like giggly and all that stuff. It's just like, it's been a long time since I've, you know, sat down and like done anything in front of the camera. So it's kind of foreign to me now because I haven't really done it in so long. Plus like how much stuff has changed in my life, like girl, I have so much to tell you. So I feel like this video is gonna be a long one, so grab a snack, you know, a Capri Sun, a water, and let's just talk. So there's a few big elephants in the room. Let's just discuss the first one. So the first big elephant in the room is my hair. Yes, I cut it. So I moved back home, I think like the end of March, and I cut my hair. I really don't think I was here a week and then I cut my hair. I definitely did it out of mourning, out of getting rid of my old life and putting my old life behind me, sort of thing. So if you guys don't know, I moved back home to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. I can't believe I've already been here like 6 months, like that's crazy. I honestly don't know how to kind of describe or like how I'm going to get into the situation that I left. I might just leave that for another video, but I might just touch on it a little bit in this video. And so I'm sure you guys already know, but the reason why I moved home was because I am pregnant. I don't know why that made me think of like the freaking Teen Mom show where it's like, hi, I'm Raquel, I'm 16. Me and my boyfriend fight, but we're gonna have to learn how to get along because I'm pregnant. And I was gonna like try to be like all sneaky with the gender, but whenever we can just tell you, she's actually a girl. So tomorrow I will be 34 weeks. I really don't know if I'm gonna make it to 40 weeks because I've been having Braxton Hicks like the past 2 weeks and my job requires me to do a lot of walking, so we'll see how long little munchkin stays in there. And so I found out I was pregnant in March and I moved home like right after I found out. I don't know if it's a cliche statement whenever someone says like getting pregnant saves my life or something like that, but in this situation it did, because I don't know how much I'm going to go into detail because there's a lot of like domestic abuse and like all this type of like relationship abuse stuff that is in the story, and I wasn't sure how I was going to present it. I wrote out like how I was going to explain all this stuff because it is really tricky, just because legally like I can't really discuss some of this stuff, and also like the pettiness in me when it comes to my baby father, like I don't even want to give him any sort of camera time. Like, honey, no, you're not gonna receive any like recognition from me whatsoever. But basically, in a nutshell, we found out I was pregnant and he's denied her from the start, and so that's kind of how it's been. Like, I'm literally about to go into labor in like a few weeks, so like this whole time like he hasn't been around or involved or whatever. But with how much growth I've done, like at the end of the day, like that's not my problem. Like that's his. Like I can't make a man be a man, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not even gonna waste any energy on that. So even though the situation seems kind of crappy, like whatever, I'm just kind of taking it as a blessing because this whole time it's been very peaceful, and financially like I have 2 jobs, 3 including YouTube, so I financially can afford to take care of her myself, so I'm not really missing out, honestly. But honestly, since I moved back, my life did like a whole like transformation, like a 180. If you guys have been following me for a really long time, you guys know that 2019 I got divorced. 2020 I kind of just jumped back into a relationship, and I've kind of been like on this whole little like just kind of wandering journey, kind of just going here, going there, like not really figuring out or having a thought of what I'm really supposed to be doing. And so whenever I got pregnant, that was like the best case scenario, honestly, even though like the situation like doesn't seem like ideal. Like I shouldn't be alone and pregnant, but I feel like this situation saved me because I was allowed to come home and get, you know, a couple jobs that pay me really well, to build myself up, to really understand like what this single like independent life is really about. So with that too, like my relationship with God has gotten so much like bigger, and like I just can't believe like some of the stuff that's happened like since I've been back, since I've been praying and like really actively like basically dedicating time to like my Christian lifestyle and like actually living a Christian lifestyle, you know what I mean? And so since I've been back, I got 2 different jobs. Well, now it's 3 because now I'm doing YouTube again and I'm really excited about that. And so my first job, I got my old job back as an educational advisor. So that's why I'm wearing my jersey today, because it's homecoming like spirit week at school. But like today I was wondering, I was like, okay, no one's wearing jerseys. Like you guys don't even have any spirit. I got the day wrong. Like Jersey Day is actually tomorrow and today was something else. So I was like, ow. That was like a little embarrassing because I was the only one wearing a jersey today. I was like, whatever, I'm getting ready for tomorrow. I freaking love this job just because I get to talk to kids all day, every day about college and how to apply for college and just help them with their homework and like tutor them and stuff, and I just really love this job. And then my second job that I got is a social media coordinator, and so this job actually I thought it would be easier. I thought it'd be like easy breezy and like, oh, I can do that, but like I literally feel like I'm getting my bachelor's degree in like media all over again because I'm learning like new softwares and new graphics and like new filters and making geo filters and like all these different apps that I can make things on and stuff like that. So out of all my jobs, like that one's probably the most challenging just because I really thought that I like had all that stuff in the bag. Like, yeah, I have a degree, but like actually seeing, I'm like, oh, I don't know that yet. I don't know that yet. Like, so I'm basically training myself to be a graphic designer because like my bachelor's degree is in like media arts, but like we touched like a little bit on graphic design, but honey, I'm not no graphic designer. Like that's not what my training is in. So basically I'm spending most of my time doing graphic designing, and that's definitely a challenge, but I really love it because like I'm learning stuff that I'll need to learn for like YouTube too. This is a skill that I can use, you know, everywhere, and once I learn it, then, you know, I'll be a professional. And so whenever I moved back, I moved in with my mom. I believe I was there for maybe 3.5 months, 4 months. I feel so proud of this because within 3 months of staying there, I put half down on a car and got myself a car, drove it off the lot. I do plan on doing like a car tour video like I did with my last car tour or whatever, if you guys watch that video. I still have to pay like the other half off, so I'm gonna wait till I pay it off to like really go full throttle with that video, you know? And then in July, I moved into my own apartment, which is like so crazy because this is my first time doing it alone, like by myself, like calling my landlord, setting up my own internet, setting up my own setting up my own electricity. That's what I was looking for. And so I'm loving the solitude. I love my own space. I don't know why I didn't do this any sooner, because like the thought of even sharing this with somebody, like eventually I will be sharing this with her, but like the thought of sharing it with somebody like a man right now is just like, I don't want that. Like I don't want anyone in my space. Like this is where we live and you can live somewhere else. And then setting up like her, you know, nursery and like getting furniture for my apartment, like that's been another thing that's been like a lot of stress just because planning for a baby has taken a lot of work. This process has been just really busy. Like I said, like I have 2 jobs already. At first, whenever I moved in here, I was like ordering furniture, like I was doing the stuff I should do to like get furniture and like get this place set up. But you guys, I'm pregnant and I get tired and exhausted very easily now. So, which I finally started ordering like furniture again. So I ordered an end table last week for my bedroom. And I was wondering, I was like, why did I order just one? Like, isn't it supposed to be 2? But I'm like, oh wait, yeah, that's right. Like no one even lives over on the other side of the bed, so we're good. We just need one end table, cause like, I ain't trying to get no ideas. I ain't trying to manifest no man. Ain't no men allowed up in here, so we're good with that. Even sitting down looking for furniture like gives me anxiety just because I didn't realize like how picky I am. I'm very picky. We a little bougie over here, you know? So yeah, I'm very picky. And I have a certain vision that I have for this apartment, so it's gonna take a long time, then so be it. So yeah, ordering furniture and like designing my whole apartment, it's another job in itself, and it's like, it's gonna take a lot more time because I'm very particular with what I want up in here. But that's so exciting, and I plan on doing a video series about that, like me decorating my apartment. It's gonna be freaking amazing. So now that the life that I live, like I said, this life is like so different because it's like I literally have my own space, my own bed, my own car, my own apartment. my own things. Like this is my first time like actually being in a space like this. So I know in the past I've made videos about me talking about like, oh, I want to be single for a long time, and like I never like stuck through that. Leaving my past situationship, I really don't want to make it seem like, oh, like me having to go through abuse like makes me not want to date or whatever. But I think growing through that, it really made me have like a perspective on myself and like really like turn the mirror on me of like, what have I been doing? Like, what have I been running from that I couldn't stay single? Like, why couldn't I be single for like all this time? I have to be really honest with myself and you guys. Growing up, I always watched movies of like these women that were like super independent and they had like their own houses, their own cars, like their own life. They made a lot of money. Like they never chased like a man or a relationship. Me being the space that I am now, like that's literally who I'm all around. Like that's kind of how all the women in my family are. When I really think about it, like I know my last relationship, I would be so heartbroken because he would never like want to get back together with me, or like he didn't want me or something, basically is what was the narrative that I fed myself. But then when I'm honest with myself, I honestly didn't want that relationship either. I just was comfortable. It was just something I knew. I was always in relationships. And so at the time, like it was just an easy thing to do, like just get into another relationship because that's what I knew. But now that I'm living like this single life, like this is what I really wanted. Like after all this time, I just wanted to have my own everything. And I think it's so funny how the men that I would deal with, like the topic of the men that I was dealing with and stuff, that's gonna definitely be another video because like I got a lot to say about that. But when I think of like the men that I used to deal with, like that I would be told all the time, like, oh, well, you need me. Like you couldn't do that on your own. I remember one ex in particular, like I remember I was like leaving the relationship and he like laughed in my face basically. He was like, you need me. Like you can't do this without me. He really made me believe like I needed him. Like I needed him for like financially, like I couldn't do this on my own. But now the kicker is that I live on my own and with my jobs, like I make more money than him. I literally believed that for so long, for so many years, that like what he said, like I needed him, but I really didn't. Like he needed me. Oh, narcissism. That's another topic that we're gonna talk about in another video. So yeah, God is definitely working through me with this whole single season, me being in solitude, me being by myself and like working through my issues. I currently see a counselor. At one point I was seeing 2 counselors and a life coach. But yes, I do see a counselor on the weekly basis and he's amazing. So the biggest thing I'm learning is just to have grace with myself, to have patience, not rush myself, like not rush this process. I think I just get really, really excited because I've always wanted this life and now that I have it, like I can't wait to live it. And I just kind of like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I just get very overwhelmed sometimes because I have a lot of tasks that I not need to do, I want to do. And so just like kind of slowing it down and like sometimes my anxiety gets the best of me. So yeah, that's where I've been for the past 6 months. Sorry, I set my phone down here, but I don't have a table. But if you know, you know. If you guys follow me on social media, if you don't, what are you doing? I'll go ahead and link it, you know, so you guys can follow me. But I don't have a table right here. I do have my tower of paper towels and toilet paper over here, so that's what I'm using to hold my stuff. And so even though I have like a whole list of videos and everything planned out, you guys can go ahead and still leave me comments down below of content that you like to see. I know a lot of people have commented on like, you know, oh my god, motherhood's gonna be so hard. Oh my god, Kelly, you're gonna be so tired. Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard. Oh my god, oh my god. I understand your intentions of like trying to warn me, but like I'm just very excited about this life, and so I just ask that you guys allow me to be excited about this life. So with the single life, like I really have so much time, like it's amazing. I have like a craft room where I have like my sewing machine and like all my different craft supplies. And then I started couponing again pretty well. I have like a lot of things. I did a stockpile tour on my Snapchat, but if you guys want a stockpile tour on here, let me know. And then one thing that I'm excited about is I have a piano in my apartment, so I'm really like excited to start learning how to play piano. Then I'm reading again, I'm doing like photography, and then now I'm excited to do videos again. Like I just have all this energy to do all this stuff, and like that 6-month hiatus that I took, I really, really needed that just because I was just really going through so much depression. Like I will touch on that stuff in a later video. I will say there's like trigger warnings because it has to do with like domestic abuse, emotional abuse, like different things like that. And so I didn't want to touch on that necessarily in this video. Definitely in the future though, I will talk about that stuff. The past like 3 years, I've just been going through a lot of things, and I'm happy that now, like, once I moved back home, like I really dealt with all that stuff. Still dealing with a lot of that stuff, but we're growing and we're going to counseling, and yeah, we really, I feel like I like did a whole like 180, like I just feel amazing. So do I look amazing? I don't know. But I think I covered everything. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys still watching my stuff and like messing with me even though I've been gone for so long. But again, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in for more content from me. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And don't forget to turn on the little bell just so you can get notifications whenever I upload a video. And I'm gonna revise all my outros and all that stuff, but for now we can do the old outro. I think my outro, I forget how it goes. It goes like, but that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week in a new video. Bye. Ew, I'm still a guy. Like 6 months where?